Previously on VCR Party Live.
Welcome to VCR Party, the show where
Happy VCR. You go.
The show where we watch VHS tapes.
That's it. I'm Nick, and this is Joe, by the way, and we're going through all our videos.
Okay. All right.
So
we have to say that every single time. We have the intro theme.
I think at least say our names and what we do.
Okay. Joe, Nick, we watch videos.
Yeah, I just said that.
Okay, yeah. All right. All right. So I'm surprised that we're still talking to each other after last week's.
It was contentious.
It was bad.
I think this is the show where I try to get to a video and you derail it. I think that's what this is.
We are not Facebook friends right now. We are not.
No.
At all. Yeah.
Because I'd be subject to even more bullying.
I really like doing this show. I'm going to
fun.
go ahead and say I enjoy doing this show. When we first started doing it, I was like, am I going to like doing this show? And here we are, 4 months later? 3 months later?
Yeah, we're 27 episodes in, and
I like doing the show.
It's fun for you. It's a living hell for me.
I like seeing you in discomfort. I like seeing you get yelled at, but like hearing you writhe in pain, just, I don't know what it does. It just like makes me so happy.
Not because I don't get pleasure out of cruelty the way you do.
Oh.
I'm more of somebody who likes things that I like and enjoys them and doesn't have to inflict pain on other people to get off. I don't have as many butt problems as you do. It's not a big center of my life in the way that yours is. All right, let me just get to the video here.
It's not a bad picture. Like I went for a really low angle.
Yeah,
on you.
At a red robin and pink lighting.
Yeah,
and,
somewhere in the middle of
I was
nowhere.
overtired, so my eyes
Pennsylvania.
are half
Yeah, and you're giving a thumbs up. And
yeah, just wanted to go home.
And then that's the picture that I put up on his Facebook page, and he unfriended me because I put it up too many times. So.
Yeah, cyberbullied me, so took it off, and now you're finding new ways to bully me. It was actually a lot like this video we're going to watch right fucking now.
VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for the cassette that is only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they find. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live.
Hello, Melinda. Hello. It's a little preview of what's to come, everybody.
Welcome to VCR Party, the show where we watch VHS tapes. We have 13,000 of them, probably more than that at this point. I'm Joe. There's Nick. There's George. There's Steve. George, you look cool. Why are you look so cool? What's the reason for the coolness?
I'm hanging out with three cool dudes.
Oh, okay. But
Two black guys.
You hang out with us every single week, and you're never this cool. What's different?
Well, I'm getting cooler every day.
Wow,
this is the new George. This is the new George. I like this.
It's summer George. I like it.
Yeah. All right. So yes, fun show. We got a special guest. We got Martin Carlton coming in to the show today. We're going to play all things Martin Carlton. He's the guy who jumped from one tree to another tree.
Legendary
almost.
Yeah.
Jumped
he got close to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Where did we get this from? Bobcat Goldthwait had a copy of it, and then,
we got it from David Cross. David Cross gave us his copy. Yeah, right. And I think he got the copy from Bobcat. So,
right. Okay. And then Penn Jillette had a copy of this tape. It's become legendary. The man himself is with us tonight.
Yes. I want to show some tapes, though. We were on a tour last week. We got lots of tapes. We just do a show and we get good stuff. People know what we like now. And let me just show this. I'm going to start with VHS. This one, I think I think Bob gave us this in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
But look at this. Do you guys know about USOs?
Unidentified submarine objects.
Yeah, see, they put it in parentheses because I think a lot of people don't know about those. Probably because they don't exist. But
opens up a whole new world.
Yeah, great cover here. But then 3 DVDs. Like, look at this one, Contact 2. This one is a Paranormal Conference from 2006. Ooh. So that looks good. Look at the back cover.
Paranormal
here.
Fonts. Oh,
yeah.
The Ghost Project.
investigator panel for UFO contactee and abductee panels. So this is going to be good.
Oh.
I wonder if there's an overhead projector.
There's
Got it.
definitely. I was going to
Got
say, actually, it's probably not going to be good. It's going to be a bunch of overhead projectors, is what
Yeah.
it's going to be. But look at this one: ghost hunting with the UPPRS. So they're from the UP, from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. And there they are. That's the squad right there.
My favorite
And,
Naughty by Nature song.
Yeah.
You down with UPPRS?
Yeah. So look, we got ghosts, we got UFOs, we got more ghosts, and we have USOs. So I have my summer set.
I got a couple of these were in the office and ones we got on the road. This is an album, Good and Funny with Crazy Elmer.
I'm
I don't know
laughing
who
already.
gave that to us, but yeah. And then this is a tie-in to Video of the Year. This is I believe Jill gave this to us. It's Cabbage Patch Dreams, which is the haunting Cabbage Patch melody that plays during the Cabbage Patch conference video that we've played before. So now we have the vinyl version. Cannot wait.
It's the same song that YouTube always flags us for. And
That's right.
We
Yeah.
can't monetize because of that song several times.
All I
Nope.
could do is show the album. That's all I
Yep.
could do.
Yep.
Well, hey, it is the 4th of July on Thursday. And boy, I'd never been more proud to be an American. So I thought I would start off with a video that is all about fireworks and is going to be explosive. We got this from our viewer, Bob Hedges. It's called the Fireworks Video Magazine Preview.
Wait, are we going to do Found Footage Festival Classics first?
Oh, yeah. All right. Yep.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
My patriotism got the better of me.
I love when Nick has an excited intro to only have it be derailed and stopped.
That's all right. Story of my life.
Do you want to do another? Do you want to do another excited intro for it?
No, I've lost it. The
Okay,
wind has
all
gone out
right.
of my
It's
sails.
past. The ship is sailing.
Gone out of the sails of the host, as you'll see here too.
Hi, I'm Jack Drews, editor of American Fireworks News.
And I'm Dottie Drews, co-editor of American Fireworks News. Welcome to the Fireworks Video
Nepotism.
Magazine.
This interstitial music plays like 15 times during the tape.
Could you send me that song? I want to
It's
use it for
vital.
something.
Sure, yeah. And by the way, on our Patreon, we watched this whole thing, this whole preview, if you want to watch it for 4th of July.
To every businessman to keep up to date on the events around the world
Foster
that affect
Brooks.
his business. It's especially important for people in the fireworks trade. We'll even tell you some of the crazy things that happened in fireworks around
Is
the
that
world.
Morse code below him?
Yeah.
Nick, I could see you going as him for Halloween. That would be kind of an ambitious.
Yeah.
Some pretty big things happen in our fireworks world each year. We'll have a list of the really big events and tell you when to go, where to go, and who to contact. And we'll
Great job.
follow this up with a printed list of events to make it easy for you.
They really need a teleprompter.
It's like you're there.
How did this not win Video of the Year?
I know, it was up there. Honorable mention.
In each edition of the Fireworks Video Magazine, we'll have two special features that we think you'll find most interesting. We'll have the country's foremost collector, Dennis Minacchio, giving us his views on a particular
There he is,
aspect
Dennis
of collecting.
Minacchio. It's like he's right over
Besides
his
being
shoulder.
curator of the 4th of July Americana
And
and
pair of
Fireworks
snorkelers.
Museum, Dennis is also the official historian of the American Pyrotechnics Association.
We
We
know.
look forward to the unique contribution that Dennis will make to each edition of the magazine.
I don't think there's ever a... Well, this is not what issues.
Women in fireworks have a special place in this industry. They are no longer unique, but in all phases, from manufacturing to shooting and choreographing displays.
Photo.
There's
Many
our
are
thumbnail.
presidents
There's
of
our
companies,
thumbnail.
too. They come in all ages,
A lot of
colors, sizes, shapes, and
Yeah, photo.
talents.
I could totally tell
We
what's
hope
going
to
on there.
demonstrate that in future videos.
But not this one.
Men in fireworks.
Jack, do you remember the time we were filming the setup at the display and they had a shell that wouldn't fit the pipe, and a loader did something so simple and easy to make it fit?
Oh, I sure do. And how about that trip that we took to the consumer fireworks manufacturing plant where the manager showed us that special way that he tests base items for stability?
Oh yeah, and weren't we surprised when we found out that the Consumer Product Safety Commission is now recommending that technique for everyone?
Oh yeah, and how about that trick with the rubber bands that we learned at the display a couple of days ago?
Tried that in
Yeah,
bed.
and I really enjoyed finding out what a dead man switch is.
Yeah, well, these are a couple of the hints and tips.
It's like
The
we're just
answers to
peeking
which
in on their
you'll find in the
conversations in
January
private.
Fireworks Video Magazine.
Oh, that's the video titler background. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
And I don't think, I don't think there was ever more than the promo, because I've kept an eBay alert out, and Google search, and no mention of the Fireworks Video Magazine actually existing beyond that.
Well, I'd like to point out that Dennis Minocchio is no longer with us, but his gravestone has fireworks on it with a cross, and and apparently his fireworks collection is at the Smithsonian.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Well,
No, I'm serious.
Are you
Google it.
serious?
Google it, man. Dennis
no.
Minocchio Sr. Yeah.
They had that last scene where it was clearly the hints and tips segment, where it was scripted and they were reading off of a script. What if we do a whole VCR party episode, and George, you just write the script for us, and we'll just read whatever you tell us to read for one whole episode. Nothing off the top of the head like this. It's structured, and we just read off a piece of paper.
I'm ready.
Okay, and it'll be our hints and tips episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just
and remember that time when we learned about the rubber bands and I'll never forget when I found out what a dead man switch was. Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to write out a script for Steve. I'm going to make sure that it's many, many syllables for each word.
Yeah.
So that
we'll just write the flubs into the script.
Right. All right.
Yeah,
That'll be so much
that'll
easier.
be easier.
But then he might accidentally say it correctly.
Oh,
That'll be a good experiment.
Yeah. All right.
All right. It's the first of the month. Is the first Tuesday of the month, and that means that it's Songer time. Daniel Songer. I'm allowed to do one each month. Every 4 weeks, I can show a Daniel Songer clip, and Daniel Songer has over 200 comedy acts uploaded to the internet, and Tim Herod curates them for me. And this particular one for today, Daniel Songer explains his first book. And this is interesting. It's actually co-presented by C-SPAN's Book TV. So they actually, this particular Songer is co-presented by C-SPAN's Book TV.
Thank you to CNN.
Yeah. All right, here it is. And I just ask that everybody observe silence during this. I don't want to step on any of Songer's lines here. All right.
My first book, I'm a statue. I am a statue. You know, I created a new dance, guys. I am a statue.
Dance cave.
I am a statue.
Nick, please.
I am a statue. I am a statue. Come on. Are you a statue? Statue. You know, and that was my first book.
They never get old. They never get old.
We got the C-SPAN music and everything. Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks to
So
Book TV.
Yeah, thanks, Tim, for putting that together. So there's our Songer of the month. They just keep getting better somehow. You'd think by now, we've been doing Songer for what, 3-4 years now? You'd think they'd get old by now, but they don't.
For some people, they get old, but for others, they don't. So you're
Steve,
right
you
about
nodded
that.
your head. You don't like it? You don't like that? You didn't like that Songer clip? Why?
I know I feel like it's getting old, but to each their own.
Well, that suggests it was ever not old. I'm sorry I said anything.
I was waiting for Steve to respond. I was waiting for Steve to respond.
Yeah. Oh, it was me to respond?
Yeah.
I think originally it was just bad. Now it's gotten bad and old.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, all right.
All
I'm
right.
not stopping
we need
it.
a script.
If that's what you're, I'm never stopping it. It's never going to stop. It's going to outlive VCR Party. Oh, I have another. What?
Yeah, we have a new segment that I'm excited about. So let's play it, shall we?
Yeah. This is my new segment. It's called. I did it last week. It's called Follies, Crack-Ups, or Bloopers. I take a tape off of we have a whole shelf of bloopers, and they have the usual football, baseball, basketball ones, but they also have like rodeo ones. Let me just roll the intro graphic here to get things started. All right, this is called Follies, Crack-Ups, or Bloopers. So I pulled a tape off the shelf. And I'm gonna play it for you, and you have to tell me if this was a Follies tape. What are we? Was this a Follies tape? Was this a Crack-Ups tape? Or was this a Bloopers tape? Okay. The subject of this one is. Wait, hold on a second. Is it not up in here? Hold on. Okay, it's monster trucks. All right. All right. So are these monster truck Follies, monster truck Crack-Ups, or monster truck Bloopers? There's subtle clues in here too, so keep watching. Don't look away. You got your ears on? Okay. Was it Monster Truck Follies, Monster Truck Crack-Ups, or Monster Truck Bloopers? Nick?
I'm going Follies.
Okay. Steve?
Third clip gave it away. It's obviously Crack-Ups.
George?
I'm going to also say Crack-Ups because I thought last week this game was called Follies, Funnies, or Bloopers.
The name changes each time.
Oh,
Well,
Crack-Ups for that reason.
In the world of bloopers, it's like how Eskimos have like 80 words for snow. At least I've been told. I don't know if they actually do.
Not called
but
Eskimos
I've heard that.
either, but yeah.
But in the blooper world, the blooper world, there's 80 different words for bloopers. So each week I'm going to have a different word. But anyway,
okay.
So here's the answer. Was
Tell
it
us.
Follies, Crack-Ups, or Bloopers? What are we? Here we go. Monster Truck Bloopers and Motor Mayhem.
I was going to say Motor Mayhem.
Yep.
So I got it right?
No, Nick, you said Follies.
Oh, got it. All right,
Nobody
so nobody
said
got
bloopers.
it right.
Nobody said bloopers.
Damn.
Those were clearly bloopers. Did you see that one where it fell off the side? It like rolled over? That was a blooper. That was a Monster Truck blooper.
Right. I mistook it for a Folly. Common mistake. Yeah.
Yeah. Next
Fun
week,
segment.
maybe I'll throw in some blunders next week. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
I hope so. All right. Well, here's a segment that never gets old. It's This Week in Flying Windows. R.W. Santos sent this in on our Discord. You can join the Discord if you back us at any level on Patreon. And there's some great discussion, as always. I really like this. It's from a Japanese tape called Baby Animal Memories. Baby Animal Memories. Look at all these windows. These cute animals.
Yeah.
Coming out of a picnic basket. What's everybody think of this song?
Think of the song or think of the...
This is how it ends. After an hour.
Oh.
Back into the basket.
Hits into the Phantom Zone.
Flip, and then it goes into the background for the fireworks video magazine credits.
It's a crossover.
That was pretty cool, though. All the flying windows went into a flying window and was carried away.
Yep.
Does that count as one flying window then? Since the other flying windows were within that window? I'll have to talk to Wayne.
Yep, that's right. And by the way, this Sunday is the 4th anniversary of Flying Windows. So maybe next week we'll do something to commemorate it.
Oh, it's going to be an emotional one. There won't be a dry eye.
Yeah. I think, you're right, though. That the windows got trapped into like a Jor-El, General Zod Phantom Zone kind of thing, and we're trapped in space there at the end. So that's a cool, unique window. Martin Carlton's waiting in the wings. Should we bring him out?
Yeah, let's rock some ravs.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
Martin Carlton.
Martin Carlton.
There he is.
Greetings and salutations, Earthlings.
Yes. Where are you right now? You in Cleveland?
I am in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, that's it.
How far away are you from the trees that you jumped across from? Is that that's nearby, right? It was right out.
It's not that nearby.
Okay.
You got to take a freeway. You don't have to take a freeway, but if you want to get there,
do you visit it every so often? Do you just go over there and just kind of park in the church parking lot and?
You know what? That's actually a good idea, and now that you mention it, I'm going to start doing that.
You should.
I should.
Absolutely.
I should, because those trees, when we interviewed out there, at the base, they weren't looking so good. So they're not going to be around forever. I need to go spend as much time as possible.
Exactly.
Martin,
Those
if it makes you feel more comfortable, we can put you in here. There's a couple of trees that.
Let's do that. Let's keep it there.
I'm an outdoorsy kind of guy.
Yeah, there you are. You're on one of the trees. Maybe eventually you'll find your way over to the other one.
Maybe by the end of this, you can jump from where you are to where George is, and maybe if we have that technology.
It says it's only a one way, so I'll have to go.
All right,
start at the other tree.
All right, we'll try it. We'll see how it goes at the end of the segment. But if you're living under a rock, maybe you haven't seen the legendary video. We should play that first.
Well, yeah. So. Yeah. Well, we got this from David Cross. David Cross got it from Bobcat Goldthwait. It just bounced around through all these hands. It was this legendary tape traded video called the first annual Martin Carlton Stunt Special. And we had a copy of a copy of a copy. You could barely even see this thing. And then we met you and you gave us the good copy. And it's just you and your brother. And it's so simple. You and your brother, you're in the backyard, and your brother has the camcorder, and he's going to videotape you for jumping from one tree to another, and that's it. It's absolutely brilliant. That's what it is. You gave us that new footage, and I'm going to play that, and so it's kind of a new edit too. It's the Redux edit, so you'll see some new angles in here. But here it is. Did I set it up okay, Martin? I'm sorry, I should have had you set that up.
I don't know what else can I say? I jumped out of the tree.
You lived it.
I did the hard work already.
All right, here it is. First annual Martin Carlton Stunt Special.
What year, Martin?
Welcome.
1988.
88. Okay.
To the first annual Martin Carlton Stunt Special. I know what you're saying. What are we doing?
What was that? Was that a chainsaw? Or
you know what? I don't even know. It was some guy in a couple yards over. It was either starting a motorcycle or a lawnmower or something.
The microphone on this camcorder is so good. It picks up everything.
Right?
You can hear those birds chirping too.
Yes, this is freaking amazing. I think it was a Panasonic camcorder.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to attempt today to leap from the tall tree here to the smaller tree over there.
Look at this pristine footage.
I don't know that a stunt like this has ever been done before. I don't know for what reason anyone would want to do this. All I know is that I want to do it for you, for my first stunt special.
Now you already have the scarf on too, the protective scarf.
That's an ace bandage, actually.
Oh, new information.
This is like
it might be 2 ace bandages for all I know, wrapped around a hoodie. If you're going to jump out of a tree, you've never done it before, you don't know what you're going to need. You just throw stuff on.
Put more cushion on you, of course.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't have any bubble wrap handy, but I had a hoodie and some ace bandages.
Yep.
For reasons beyond our control, the stunt has been delayed. As you can see, there's a police car in the parking lot of the church. If I were to climb this tree right now and take the camera up and even leap across, I think just climbing the tree initially is going to spark some interest in that copy. All right, we're here again. Our dilemma has gone. Our delay is gone, and we're up.
So that's from the tree.
Go ahead.
This is my favorite angle. I had no idea it looked this cool, because when you peek through the trees and you see how far the ground is below.
Yeah.
My favorite angle.
I gotta say, your brother is not a terrible cinematographer. I assume he's not a professional cinematographer, but you know, he keeps you in frame. He captures the jump. He gets up in the tree. He's the unsung hero of this video, I would say.
He is. He is absolutely. I could have done it. I could have done all this stuff and not had it on camera. What a waste that would have been.
You're the sung hero.
The sung, exactly.
Yeah.
My favorite shot, aside from this one, is later when he sets the camera down to go get me a glass of cold water, and then he makes an adjustment, and it's the perfect adjustment.
I know. Yes. We'll get to that part. I know. It's incredible. All right.
Inside the tree that I will be leaping from. As you can see, I'll be jumping from here over to that tree over there. We're back again. I hope you can see me up here. For one thing, I had 2 pairs of gloves on. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of these off. Whoa, there goes one of them. I'm also wearing these sunglasses for safety purposes. To protect my eyes, you'll notice I have my neck wrapped also slightly to protect my neck. I've got a pair of sweatpants and a pair of jeans on. I've got a couple of sweatshirts, t-shirt, and another short sleeve sweatshirt. So I think I'm pretty much prepared. Usually I'd be nervous about something like this, but I don't feel that bad. Oh God. God, this is scary. A little bit. I'm not gonna make this, I will. I'll make it. I'll make it all the way over there.
You can hear your own pep talk. That's how good that camera's microphone is. You can hear your pep talk to yourself. Yeah.
No problem at all. Now I'm getting a little nervous.
Literally talking yourself off the ledge.
Yeah.
There's no turning back now. Let's do it, shall we? Oh, man. All right?
Let's go in and see if he's okay.
I didn't grab the tree where I wanted to. Oh.
Really?
My legs. Ow. Ow, I'm in pain. Greg, go get a glass of cold water quickly.
How did you actually land? Did you land on your knee, just on your knee, or did you land on your feet?
I have no idea. It looks like I landed on my knee.
Yeah.
But I did. I reached out like I said I would, and I hit some branches. I just think I thought I would hit some higher branches. And
reach maybe the bottom.
Hurry, please. Hurry up. Okay, I'm awake. I'm alive. My leg is a little sore because I didn't get out there where I wanted to get. God, did that hurt. I mean, it all happened so fast. And like
I mean, you kind of look like the Unabomber a little bit there. Like a little Unabomber-ish. Yeah.
Sure.
I said I'm getting sick and I hope I don't throw up. Just count backwards from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I'm all right. I'm all right.
Come on, why don't you get up and try and walk with me over to the house?
I can't right now, Greg. I just want to lay here for a second till some of this shit goes away. I'm still getting sick. Give me another glass of cold water.
Here.
A taller glass this time. I want to pour it right on my head.
Greg doesn't have a lot of bedside manner here, I don't think.
He's like, I'm supposed to hold the camera. Nobody said I got to keep running into the house for you.
He's finding this funny.
To get the water. So were you were actually sick to your stomach though? Was it just the adrenaline maybe?
I think it was the adrenaline, maybe the pain. I remember when I was 14, I think 13, something like that. I was in Alabama, and my sister lived in a mobile home with a deck, but it had no railing, and they had just gotten a new, I don't know, washing machine or something. And the box was right next to the deck, and the deck's like 4 feet off the ground, and I'm like, whoa! So I'm gonna jump on the box, and I went right through it like a shot, and I twisted my ankle so bad that it was hurting, and I was going into shock. And the neighbor would just happen to be over and say, go get a glass of cold water, and poured it on my head, and it pulled me out of that. But it was like a nausea, and it's like I can feel it. I just like I was
So you remembered that. You had the wherewithal to remember that and be like, oh, let's do the water technique.
I'm feeling the same thing. Let's run the same thing.
Yes. True professional.
Okay.
Hi, I'm getting some feeling back in that leg. Did you catch me hitting the ground? I think I got you the whole way down. Yeah, but you were laying down over there. I hope you got me. If you didn't, I'm going to be pissed, man, because I don't want to do this again. I don't even think I put film in the camera. You'd be a dead kid. My right leg
Love that line. You'd be a dead
fine.
kid.
There's the reach.
My left leg is a little sore.
Yeah.
I did exactly what I said it was going to
I
do.
want you kids to know, and everybody in
You did. You did. Yes.
I'll be sprawling my body out and hopefully grabbing some of those. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, except for getting to the other tree. That part you didn't do. But
that minor issue. Got to iron that out.
Here's the part where you have a warning to the kids. I think this is responsible of you, by the way.
I want you kids to know, and everybody in the studio audience, please don't try this at home.
On the mic, so boom to the hype of the night. The crowd is getting busy and the feeling is right.
What's that? What is that ending? What is that with the rap song and the what rap song?
And bandages.
Yeah, what is that?
This is great. This is great. So I worked on when I got to LA, and I was working on a movie. It's where I met Jim Goldthwait. And the second AD, Catherine Anderson, had a Mac computer, one of the old little Mac computers, and she was drawing on it. There was another PA, and one of the PAs and myself, I was an electrician, a lighting tech, and we were goofing around, on a film set, just having fun. And we started this thing with, we were teasing Catherine, the second AD, that we were so poor. The only thing we had to play with when we were kids was a dead cat wrapped up in duct tape. So she drew this on an old Mac computer, and I had it, and she printed it out, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So
can we make T-shirts of this? Carlton Productions with the dead cat wrapped in duct tape.
Well, I call it Stunt Cat, and I was planning on using that when I ever,
Oh yeah, you got to use that. Yeah, you make the shirt. You make the
Stunt
shirt.
Cat.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
Stunt
that's
Cat Productions.
There it is. That video never gets old. It never gets old. I can watch it over and over again. Yeah,
it's so fun, and with the announcement that I have coming later in the month, a lot of those phrases and things you hear me say in there are going to come out in this thing that I'm doing.
I'm excited.
And so, and it's like I've heard of so much in what I'm doing that I forget. So I hear it again in the video, and I'm like, oh my God, that's right. Oh my God, that's right. Oh my God, that too. So,
I quote it all the time. I always quote, "You'd be a dead kid." Also, like if somebody says they're going to do something bad to me, I'd say you'd be a dead kid.
You'd be a dead kid.
Well, so you mentioned that you were in Hollywood, and then I think one of the first questions we asked when we tracked you down is, did this ever lead to any stunt work? And it turns out it did. Tell us about your adventures in stunt work in LA.
Oh, it's very funny. So, one of the I was just down in there was like in early March or something like that, and I had met a guy through a guy I'd worked with in Ohio, and he was in LA, and he showed me the Hollywood Reporter and the Drama Log magazines, and I'm flipping through that, hanging out with this guy, and he's showing me around Hollywood and stuff like that, and I'm flipping through Drama Log, and there's auditions for Universal Studios. They're auditioning for their theme park for all their stunt shows, and they had the Miami Vice Stunt Action Spectacular on the water. They had the Conan the Barbarian show, and they had what they call the Riot Act, which was their Wild West Stunt show. And I'm going, God, because it says you got to have a headshot and resume, you got to prepare a monologue and all. And I'm like, I don't have any of that stuff. So I'm like, you know what? Just go, just to see what it's like, just to get some experience. Just go, and I go, and of course they give you an information sheet. You don't have a photo, they'll take a Polaroid of you. So they took a Polaroid and got this information sheet. So I'm like, and the guy I worked with in Ohio, it was funny. The guy I worked with in Ohio, his name's Tom Koba. He's passed on, but they did before I met him, like a year or two before I met him, they did their own feature film, and they shot it on video and later film looked it. But, and he said, again, I told him, I like doing stunts. I like, things like that. And he says, oh, we could have used it on this film last year. We had a guy fall out of a barn into a wood chipper. Like, wow, okay.
Job you're born to do.
So I'm filling out this information sheet, and I'm like, how would they know? They're never going to know. They're going to know. They're never going to know. So I wrote down that I did that fall out of the barn into the wood chipper. And then I'm like, well, I did the high fall in the first annual Martin Carlton Stunt Special. Let's put that down.
That goes on your resume. Absolutely.
You use that tape, and that's even before it was a tape traded video, wasn't it?
Exactly.
I mean, like,
exactly.
Yeah. But you're like, I was in it technically.
So you got in the you got on this Wild West stunt show, and you recently found some footage and taped it off your phone of the VHS. So I queued some of that up. You're in the black, right? You play the villain.
I'm in the black. I play the bad guy.
Okay, here's just a little bit of that. This is actual. And what year would this have been?
This was 1991. This was our. This is what they called our clearance show. This is like, you know, we did a couple of shows, and they go, all right, now you're cleared to go do shows.
Big Martin on the right. Top of the building.
Yep. Oh man!
Look at. Imagine you're in a tree.
Wow.
It's 1-to-1.
I love that you're not like trained to do that. You just learned how to do it.
Yeah.
Like the cinematography here with the two giant hands.
The giant hands. We had to CGI those hands in.
Yeah. There it is. Look at it. You're getting a big.
And I landed. Let me just point out that those are actual boards that I landed on. So it's
I see
kind of like falling into a tree.
And I tell you, the moral of the story here is to lie on resumes. Just lie, and then you'll get the job.
How are they going to know? They're never going to know.
Exactly. Oh yeah, there is wood on that. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, those are wood boards. That's what breaks. That's the majority of what breaks our fall.
Would that knock the wind out of you or anything, or was it just fine? Was it
actually? Here's the thing. So you hear me yell on the way down, and they trained us to do that so that you're getting the air out of you, so you don't knock the wind out of yourself.
Oh, wow!
The trade.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
And how long did you do the stunt show for?
About 8 years.
Oh my God! So you need to make that fall like every day for 8 years. Huh?
Well, I wasn't on the full-time team.
Got it. Okay.
They had a list of alternates, and so we get called. I mean, we worked at least a couple shows a month at the very least.
Right.
So, but you know,
what sort of injuries did you rack up from that?
You know, none in that show actually. Later in, what year was that? 96. I did 95 or 96 at Knott's Berry Farm. They turned the whole park into a haunt, and they do their haunt. It's called Knott's Scary Farm, and then they do this big stunt stage show. It's their main stage show that they do every year, and so I was in that, and it's just it ends up with Freddie Krueger showing up and just killing everybody. But it's a satirical current events thing that they're picking on everybody who's just in the current events at the time. And I ended up playing Scully
Mulder.
X-Files. Mulder, yeah. And but I played Jim Carrey characters one year. I from Dumb and Dumber and from The Mask. Or no, I didn't do The Mask. I did Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura, yeah.
And I did Michael Jackson one. But anyway, we were doing martial arts one year because it was Mortal Kombat year, the year the movie Mortal Kombat was out. Right. So we hired these martial arts guys. They weren't the greatest actors. Their martial arts are pretty good, but I got clocked one night, right? Because he does this thing where you do that back fist to somebody, and they just he did that to me at the last show of the night, and the energy was just insane, and bam, right on the nose, and I'm like, it was a flash of light, and I'm like, where the hell am I?
Oh man. Okay, so we started playing the first annual Martin Carlton Stunt Special in our Volume 9 show, and we made T-shirts. But our plan was that we were going to we would sell them at shows, and then the proceeds, whatever we made from it, our plan was once we met you, we knew you were out there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
that once we met you, that we would take the proceeds from that and then pay you to make the second annual Martin Carlton Stunt Special. And somehow we found you. I think it was like through LinkedIn or
I found him on
Facebook.
LinkedIn under I saw Stunt Cat Productions, and I'm like, that's him. It's got to be
It's
that.
gotta be him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
recognize the logo.
yes. So we brought you. We did the show at Grog Shop in Cleveland. We brought you up on stage, but then the next day we got to go out to the trees where you jumped, the trees that you jumped from, and we got to do the second annual Martin Carlton Stunt Special. And I have video of that here too. So
Special day.
Here's how that went.
I'm rolling.
All right, come off the top of the tree.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Now I'm
No, wait,
directing as well.
Those two right there. The
Yep.
two left. Okay.
Hi, I'm Martin Carlton. 34 years ago, I attempted to jump from one tree to the other. This is the actual site, and I almost made it. You know, it's funny, over the years, people said that, hey, you had that video where you fell out of the tree? No, I have a video where I jumped out of a tree. I'm in the backyard of my old house in North.
And by the way, people live there now, and we were just kind of loitering in their backyard the whole time. North
Olmsted, Ohio, at the base of the tree that I jumped from. I imagine getting out enough to go boink, 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 you know, like you see in a cartoon where you hit every branch on the way down kind of thing. And I was probably hoping for that.
So Martin, we haven't told you this, but we've been selling T-shirts of the Martin Carlton Stunt Special at our live shows. And the idea, though, is to give you the proceeds to help fund the second annual Martin Carlton Stunt Special. So my question is, if we present you with this check, you know, what can you jump out of?
I don't know, how big is the check?
I assume you always keep all this gear in the car
For just such an emergency.
because you just never know.
You never
Never know. Someone's gonna hand me a check.
Martin.
Hi, I'm Martin Carlton. Welcome to the second annual Martin Carlton Stunt Special. Today we're going to attempt to break this stick with this hand. You
Wow. You still got it.
Woo!
He still got it.
And there it is, the check for $712.50.
Obligation fulfilled.
Right. What the?
Oh, then we had to do it with this.
Pump it up.
No. Oh.
Which begs the question. I didn't get a check for the third annual.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about that after the show.
We'll dig through some couch cushions.
You're gonna have to give us. You're gonna have to give us a couple weeks on that one.
Let's talk about the third annual, though. We had a big 20th anniversary show in Brooklyn in April, and you came out for it. What a treat! What an honor! We had you and McSee from the McDonald's training video. Two very influential tapes. It was an emotional moment for us, and you came up on stage. We showed the video, and we staged something of a third annual.
Yeah. This was at the Bell House, and we brought you up on stage. Here's how the third annual Martin Carlton Stunt Special went.
Carlton! He's right back from there. Come on, Martin. There he is. He survived. No, yeah. We're honored. Hey, we wanted to have you do a third annual Martin Carlton Stunt Special, and you know we're limited with resources here. But I was thinking, what if you jumped over the drummer from Overlord while he's giving you a drum roll?
How many T-shirts have you sold?
I think we only have 2 left.
I'm not really prepared. I only have 1 pair of pants on.
Well, could you give it a shot though? Good, you good, Matt? All right. Okay. It's all right. Okay.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Ooh, you really sold the danger there too. That's important.
I even just now thought I was going to fall on him.
See, you convinced yourself. It's all about the prestige. Wow, that was phenomenal. Thank you for doing that again.
Oh my God, I had such a blast in New York. I love New York. And not just because it's a slogan either.
Well,
So, go ahead.
I was just going to say that the day, well, I guess earlier that day, you came to the office. Or was it after the show, Joe? I can't remember.
I think after the show.
After, right.
That night.
After party.
That night, after we had a bit of an after party, we had a small gathering. You came to our office, and everybody's like, looking around for fun videos to pop in, and you go, oh, buck naked line dancing. I was in that, and we were like, what? That's not where I thought the evening would take us.
And by the way, I came in late. I was like packing up the merch, and then I came in late, and there were maybe like 35 people in the office watching buck naked line dancing. And like during the naked part, I was like, what is going on here? Why is everybody watching buck naked line dance? I had no idea. But it's because you were in it. So how did you get involved with buck naked line dancing?
Oh my God.
We have some tough questions, Martin.
No, I'm gonna do a shout out to Claire. I think she's watching right now. So I was dating this girl, Claire. We're still really good friends. And she was friends with the guy who George I can't remember his last name. Anyway, Georgian Communications.
We'll see it.
Yeah. George Bloom. She was friends with him and his wife. And so he said, hey, he's doing this thing. And she said, oh, Martin's a stuntman. He could probably do something. And like, oh, yeah, great. And that's how I got in.
Oh,
and then I even got to stunt. I got to coordinate and hired one of the other guy that's there with me. I brought him in from the stunt show. We both played the same role in the stunt show.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you are playing like a Wild West character, which I guess is country line dancing. It would make sense. So this is a TNA video with topless ladies line dancing, but in between there's little skits, and we'll see you're in the skits at the saloon here with a puppet.
Well, look, in case you're interested, my name is Buck Naked.
There he is.
You cutting me off, you little piece of wool?
What do you call me?
A little piece of cheap wool with buttons for eyes.
Stunt.
Was that your real hair, Martin?
Yeah, that was my real hair.
Okay.
I have good hair.
By the way, we're going to show some other buck naked videos that you were in, and I've never had to use my pixelation machine more. My computer was billowing smoke from,
Now what in the Sam Hill's a cactus burger? Well, you can eat it and pick your teeth at the same time. Why, you... Ow!
I mean, if you're a horny person trying to watch this to get off, I'd probably fast forward through your parts. No offense, Martin.
I like it.
Hey, what does it feel like to get hit with a breakaway?
Oh, that's a good question. I've always wondered that.
Yeah, no, that's a good way. So it breaks so easily, and you've got to kind of be delicate with it, or you'll pick it up and but it doesn't. It's not as hard and heavy as a real bottle,
right?
So it doesn't hurt as much. It breaks in a lot more tiny pieces.
Oh, there's a fan club?
Mm-hmm.
Could you talk to somebody, Martin, about getting me? It's who you know with the Buck Naked fan club, really. Could you
Sure is,
maybe put in a good word for me?
I can actually make some calls.
Touch and Buck himself. So then, Martin, you were telling me that you're like, hey, I'm at home. I think I found some other tapes to digitize because I was with more. Buck Naked, Buns and Guns. That's more ambitious. This is just a Western with no pretense of a sport or any line dancing. It's almost like a Western story.
Yeah.
And you're in it.
I'm in it. More Western stuff. And the same guy, George Bloom, he got himself on a roll with the whole Buck Naked ladies and cowboys.
I wonder if he got rich off these. You think he got rich off these? Or?
I don't know. I doubt it. He probably made a couple of mortgage payments, but
okay.
I don't know
Where
that
did he sell them? Was it like because it's like the soft core? Was it like Sam Goody or maybe Suncoast Video or
Spencer
something?
It's a great. I mean, he could have had ads in some magazines and stuff too.
Oh, that's true.
Back in the day,
Well,
he would,
both of these star Julie Strain, who was
Julie
a Penthouse Pet of the Year. So maybe like in Penthouse magazine they would advertise these. I don't know, but let's watch a little bit of your work, also playing a cowboy in Buck Naked Buns and Guns of the West.
Guns.
That's me.
Buns.
That's me.
Was that you?
Drop your gun.
Yeah, he's on the
left. Drop your gun, Guns.
No chance.
Hey, Guns! Buns! There ain't enough room in this town for all of us.
Got a real plank going on. Hey, that's pretty good, Martin.
Was
Get
that
on a
you,
moving
Phil?
horse?
Yeah, that's when you get on. We did the pickup on the horse. Now,
yeah,
if you go back and you can't see because there wasn't enough footage of me when we started, when the gunfight started. If you see me, I'm kind of limping a little bit.
Yeah,
because we shot that after we did this horse pickup.
Yeah,
and I hurt my knee on the fall because I get shot, fall off the horse while the horse is galloping.
Right. Yeah.
And I
We'll see
landed
that.
right on my knee.
Oh, so you're limping a little bit there. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I'm limping,
That's pretty good right there.
Also, Martin, I think I saw a little circle on your back pocket. Was that a tin of chew? Were you
somebody who owned the pants before me, or wardrobe got them from somewhere?
Oh, okay, got you.
It wasn't.
So yeah, then look here. Here's you getting shot off the horse.
Boom!
Ooh.
Oh, landed right on the knee.
The head hurts.
Yep.
All right, then here's some of your. You get to act here too.
How do we settle this with the code of the West?
You're good.
All right with you, boys? What the hell is the code of the West? Tex here's from Cleveland.
Well, Alabama's from New York City.
New York City?
I likes me a city slicker. A big city woman. Someone from a big city. Like like Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yeah. Well, maybe a school teacher. Yeah. A nice little school marm. Whew. Yeah. Someone with smarts. Someone who got past the second grade. Yeah. Someone who could teach me a thing or two. Whew. Teach me. Teach me. Come on, honey, teach me.
Yeah, I'm limping around here too.
Oh, are you?
What is this video?
So the
There it
girl,
is.
the blonde,
yeah,
the blonde, her name is Tamara Landry, and I recently found her on Instagram, and I friended her. I haven't written to her and say, hey, remember me? Because I really doubt that she's going to remember me.
Hey, you shared a scene. You had a long monologue about the type of girl.
We
you
were
like.
actually making out during that thing at one point.
What?
Really?
I
No
didn't
way.
see that
Yeah,
part.
yeah, there's a making out scene.
Not a bad gig.
Not a bad gig if you can get it.
Wow.
But you were
All
the
right.
coordinator on that then, huh? So you eventually worked your way up to being a coordinator.
Both of those guys that were in the fight, not the sheriff, but the other guys were they all worked in the Wild West Sun Show.
Okay.
So then you told me about another one. You sent
There's
me
more?
You sent me this
Wait.
tape part.
Here's the thing.
Yeah?
We find people in these videos all the time, and then we talk to them about the video that they made. Very rarely do they come back and say, I have 6 other great videos that you guys will love.
I've got a
You
collection.
did it, Martin.
I had a mini
series.
career in the Buck Naked franchise.
Right,
Huh?
right.
And we have a lot of these tapes. Like we have this one. I don't think you're in the. I didn't even watch this one. We have Buck Naked football. I don't know. If
I
you're
don't
in that
think
one.
I'm in
Okay.
it.
But you're in this one, Buck Naked Tennis. There's Julie Strain again.
Yeah.
What does this one say? Oh, Yeah, seen
As seen
in
on
Playboy and
Playboy
Penthouse
and
magazine. So
Penthouse
maybe
magazine.
that's where this was advertised.
I thought it would
and
say
I-
featuring Martin Carlton.
Yeah,
in
no,
that
I guess not.
starburst. Okay.
Maybe
So I watched
someday.
this one. And I'm like, what is Martin in this? Like, I could not spot you. And then I rewatched it because I was digitizing it. I rewatched it to really pour over it, and I looked in the credits, and that's when I'm like, aha. So let's see if you can spot.
Right,
who
because
Martin-
you couldn't, you see only see me briefly, and I'm disguised. So yeah.
Right. Okay, so see if you can spot Martin in buck naked tennis.
Nick, I gotta say your pixeling is you're a pro.
Hello. Yeah! Now let's meet our players. Joan McEnroe and Stuffy Gruff, #1 doubles team in the world. Becker for the first serve.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
It's good.
In. Nice return.
Serving volley by McEnroe. Ooh, into the net.
Is Martin the
And look at that
voiceover?
Amish boy make his way across the court. We'll be right back after this.
I love these interstitials.
Nick, I haven't even seen an areola at all. Like, nice
Into the
pixeling.
net on the first
Thank
serve.
you. There's a lot of just serves into the net because I think they were valued more for their beauty
also-
than maybe their
yeah.
tennis acumen.
Also, that tennis court has seen better days. Do you see how cracked? It's just so
Yeah.
cracked and like somebody's gonna trip over one of those.
Somebody's
like, an
house, I
earthquake.
guess. Yeah. All right, so here's more mediocre tennis.
Whoop.
Into the net on the first serve.
That's a doo-doo serve, right?
And there's that Amish ball boy again, making his way across.
Back.
McEnroe. And the game goes to Gruff and McEnroe. They lead 4
love. They're getting skunked.
Well, that's going to wrap it up here from Buck Naked Tennis for Slim Chance. I'm Joe Robinson. We're going to see you here next time on Buck Naked Sports.
You're dang right.
Amish ball boy, Martin L. Carlton.
Yep. Amish ball boy.
That needs to
Why
be at
were
the
you
top of
Amish?
your-
It's never
Uh,
referenced.
No, I think he just thought it would be funny. And I remember we shot a thing to where I walked up and like tipped my hat to the camera, like an introduction so that they could cut to later. And they didn't use it, I guess. But
So
there I
you got a
am.
cane and you're
Yep.
but you are legitimately retrieving balls throughout this.
Yes, I am.
This match here.
I mean, but this was a walk in the park for you. You don't have to fall off horses. You don't have to jump onto
Yeah,
horses.
no, this
This
is,
is like, yeah.
Is the cane a prop, or was this still from the injury from another?
Yeah,
Good
exactly.
question. That's a very good question. No, it was a prop.
Okay.
Well, you'll always be our Amish ball boy here at VCR parties.
I think that should be at the top of your resume, like of everything. Amish ball boy, #1.
I hear a T-shirt coming.
Look
I
at
used to
this
be an
resume.
Amish ball boy.
And who knows what else is hiding in your VHS closet, Martin? We have to.
Let us know. Let us know when you
There's
find some new
personal
stuff.
videos. There's a lot of personal videos.
Oh,
that,
all right.
we're
Well,
going
we
through
got our
now,
work
so-
cut out for us.
Send them over. Send them
Right.
over.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
can we do the 4th annual right here? Can we have
I think we
Martin
can do
jump
it.
from his tree to George's tree? Can we do it? Are we
Yeah.
able to do it? All right,
Yep.
let's try it. All right, here we
think we
go.
can.
Drum roll. Give us drum roll.
All right,
George.
Martin, prepare.
I'll do the drum
Ready?
roll.
Oh, you got the drum roll. All right, here we go.
Steve, will you do the honors?
Where's the?
Okay,
Stay
here,
there.
hold
I'm
on.
going that way.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're going that way.
Yep,
All right,
that's
ready?
right.
Hold on, I got to clear some stuff out of the way.
Okay.
I only
Okay.
have one pair of pants on.
He's such a pro. He's such a pro.
All right, and jump.
He did it!
Yeah.
Bravo!
Anything
That
for
was
my
fun.
fans?
How's your
Oh,
leg?
Okay.
Okay.
I lost the drumsticks, but
Well,
What are you
Steve,
gonna do?
can
Which
you get him a glass of water? Steve, get him a glass of water.
Make sure it's cold. Pour it from your window down onto his.
Thanks, Steve.
All right.
What an honor, Martin. This is what I think about America is you go for things and you don't think them out. And you
It's
often
better.
get injured in the process. And so I think that there's no better pre-4th of July treat than to have the man himself here. Thank you for coming.
Yes.
My pleasure, gentlemen. My pleasure. It was nice to see you guys.
Wait, can you tease what's coming up though for you? Can you,
You
give us a
teased
big
it a
reveal?
little bit. You said you have something coming up that you're going to announce next month. Can we say anything about it? Because
Say anything about it.
you want to say
It's-
what it is?
It's
or not?
It's,
Not yet.
It's musical.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And has something to do with the Martin Carlton stunt special.
And it has a lot to do with the Martin Carlton stunt special. And it's something I've been putting off for a long time.
Okay.
I can neither confirm nor deny that this has something to do with it.
Okay.
You're jumping from one guitar to another.
All right. All right. Well, will you please make the announcement in one of our official channels so that we can promote whatever it is?
Yes.
That's a great idea. I think we can.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we owe you
Absolutely.
money. Our accountants will be in touch with your accountant soon. So, yes, for the remaining money for the shirts. Yep.
Have them get in touch with me because I'm going to be firing and suing my accountant soon. So.
Okay, perfect.
Ooh, did I say that out loud? Were we live?
Did. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, our Amish ball boy, Martin Carlton. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Good night, everybody.
Good
Please
night.
don't try this at home.
Don't.
All right, we won't. Thank you,
Shows
Martin.
your raviolis. Shows your raviolis. Shows your raviolis.
Oh, it's fun. That was
Delightful.
amazing.
That was wonderful. Good egg. Great sport about the whole thing. And that was so fun.
All right, what do we want to do? Hey, Steve, it looks like you have a jock sham. You want to do a jock sham for us?
Sure. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my jock sham.
It's a jock sham, jock sham, jock sham, jock sham. Boring you with a signature drawl. It's a jock sham, jock sham, jock sham, jock sham. This rap is done, now it's over to you.
So, continuing with Willie Mays, we played one last week after he passed away. But that was a little bit low budget. I wanted to go big budget. So here is Willie as part of a USA Today ad.
We're changing the reading habits of the USA. USA Today.
I read it every day for news around the USA.
I read it every day for business that really pays.
I read it every day.
Commerce State Bank.
I read it every day for sports that people play.
Every day for movies, books, and plays. At home or
Lovely
away.
Diane Carroll.
Every day, USA Today.
I read it every day.
I cut out the ad part.
I read it every day.
Willard. See who's hot today.
Every day for mergers on the way.
At home or away.
I read it every day.
USA
Heavy on the Willard Scott on this.
Yeah, no, they really. Listen,
He's going to move papers, though.
It was a classic sham.
That is a good sham. Yeah. Willie Mays.
It looks like they didn't give anybody the key they were singing it in. They could have used like a little.
I think it was the same director as Commerce State Bank.
It
right?
was, yeah. Show me what they're made of. Commerce State
I feel like
Bank.
watching that now. Can we watch Commerce State Bank?
I'll see if I can pull it up.
Okay.
But George, we always look forward to your segment. Let's get into that.
Sure.
What is it? It's 250 pounds of lovable trouble named George. George, will you get out of my bed and go downstairs? It's George by George. You'll want to bring the whole family to see George.
So when we had Vera Drew on 2 weeks ago, I was looking for Batman-related clips, and I found this one from a 1982 episode of That's Incredible. And it's about a real-life superhero named Willie Perry who called himself the Batman of Birmingham, Alabama.
All too often, there's no one around who's able or willing to help.
In Birmingham, Alabama, that's not the case, thanks to an incredibly good Samaritan who calls himself Batman.
At night, I really got to get some stares from people. They think it's a flying saucer or something from outer space.
It's what Willie called his Batmobile rescue ship, an ingeniously converted 1971 Thunderbird.
Batman, he went around helping people, you know. That's why I got coined the name Batman, because I help people. I've got a car that everybody can recognize, so why not use it to help people?
Case in point, Dorothy Clark.
I was on my way to a picnic one Saturday morning. My car had a flat tire. I didn't have a spare, and I didn't have a jack. And along came this strange car. And out jumped this strange person. So he suggested that, you know, he take me and my kids to the picnic. He showed back up with a new tire He carried me and my kids back to our car and fixed our tire and saw us along our way. Free.
Good kids in the back.
I like to see people faces light up when I help them, you know. So that's my kick right now.
When he's not rescuing people, Willie holds down a full-time job.
Willie probably gives away practically everything he makes.
Hello, how you doing today? This is Batman.
His kindness, warmth, and generosity have made Willie one of the most popular people in Birmingham.
August 3rd, 1982.
Elijah Griffin's car is overheated, so Willie puts his backseat emergency water tank into action. A few minutes later, the problem is solved.
When Willie spots potential danger, he radios for help.
Just recently we got a call here where there was oil spread all over the place, and because Willie became involved, took charge and stopped traffic initially here, in all probability prevented considerable damage.
Willie's service to the city was recently acknowledged by Birmingham's Mayor Richard Arrington.
The council and mayor joined in declaring today, August 3rd, Willie Perry Day here in the city of
Put down the calendar, August 3rd, Willie Perry Day.
Oh, yeah. Willie Perry Day. We'll celebrate.
Shortly after the ceremony, he was back at work.
A motorist has run out of gas. It looks like a job for Willie Perry.
This stranded driver is about to receive enough fuel to get to a station from Willie's own tank, and there's never a service charge.
This is my mission, and I'm going to be doing it as long as I can.
So he's awesome, right? I mean,
wow,
he just does stuff for nothing.
Yeah, I like that. I like him better than Batman, than the actual Batman, than the
yeah,
DC
because he
Batman.
wants to like scare people.
Right.
This guy's just doing stuff to be nice. So I thought, like, I've got to talk to this guy. I mean, the car, the rescue ship, is, look at it. It's got a mixer, like a Radio Shack mixer, TV. It kind of looks like a blender on the far right. I don't, but probably isn't. But in the back, there is an Atari and a toaster, an actual toaster. So I wanted to find him. But unfortunately, 2 years later, while fixing the car, the garage door went down, and he carbon monoxide poisoning. But it says Batman on his gravestone, and there's a picture. That picture is on there. The car was lost for 20 years. Then some museum found it, and the museum went out of business. So I think it's with his daughter now, who started a charity in Birmingham, and now this year there's a mural that just went up.
Yes.
So when if you guys play Birmingham, you got to
Birmingham.
Yeah, it's a stop for a regular stop. Yeah, that's fantastic. What a great mural.
But that
is the car somewhere that we can see it in Birmingham? Is it on display?
I'll have to contact his daughter, who I think now has possession of it. But it was there was a Birmingham car museum that had lots of famous cars, and the rescue ship, which to me is the coolest car ever. And they said in the trunk he just connected everything to another, like a tractor battery, I think, and it was like a death trap of like wires and stuff. And we're afraid,
It didn't look like a car stereo. It looked like a home stereo that was
yeah.
dashboard.
Right.
But
wow,
there was one other
good
thing
find.
that we wanted to talk about, right, Joe?
Oh, George's Deathbed Fashions. Yes, we've been talking about this for on the store.foundfootagefest.com. We're gonna George is gonna have his own fashion line, and because a lot of the times you find great graphics in the backgrounds of things, and then we want to make these into fashions by Giorgio. I think we call
right.
it.
It's
by Giorgio.
And these were things from clips like the screens of
Explosion. That would be a great shirt. Oh, Amelia Earhart. Yes, definitely have Amelia Earhart as a
classic.
Yeah.
And so you've got somebody working on the designs and everything. I did want to point out one other thing that we've talked about, which was that previously found that there was a Leroy Bornhop shirt.
Right.
It's being sold by somebody else.
We're not even selling it on our website because there's like a copyright logo on there, and our printer won't do it if there's like a Budweiser. But somebody else took it. We don't even sell it on our website.
Yeah,
there's 4 other places that are selling it. And what's funny is they all say it's a softball. It's a softball, and then there's an AI description of it. Are you a fan of softball? Let's see. The "yeah boy" text adds a fun and playful touch, showing off your excitement and enthusiasm for the sport.
It's a bowler on a VHS tape we found.
Yeah,
It's
this is the horror we have ahead with AI.
Yeah.
I
The
think
"yeah
six
boy" text
people-
is not just a fun phrase, but a symbol of passion, determination, and victory, and a reminder to always give your best, never give up, just like Leroy Bornhop did in 1987. So I suggested we take that and we make it a shirt. But just to be safe, so they don't steal that, we need to make that a shirt too of the
Yeah, I
shirt. On the
see. We'll
shirt.
go 2 levels deeper than they expect.
So you can have Zazzle on your shirt for
Yes.
Bornhop.
Right.
Yes.
All
We'll have
right.
this. Yes. And wait, are you gonna? Is it just Zazzle, or are you gonna put all 4 of those on there? You know, or
That's something we need to talk about the meeting.
Okay.
I also thought we could get a shirt or pants with shit on the knee, for it to, because of the discussion with
Nick would not.
equivalency,
Nick would just take a piece of paper and just wipe it off and call it a day.
Straw
Right.
man argument. Yeah.
in 2 colors, and also, of course, we'd have to make that a.
Oh,
we'd
yeah,
have to make
we
that a
have
shirt too.
have
So
that brown
Of course.
too.
So we gotta go another layer
And then
deep on that.
Zazzle will sell that one.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's make shirts just to see if Zazzle will put it up on their website. Let's just make shirts that make no sense at all. I mean, that's
The
most
shit
of our
pants
shirts
shirt.
anyway. But yes,
I don't
it's-
even understand half our references anymore. I can't imagine a newcomer. So
Well, also, wouldn't AI be smart enough to know that we sold only like 6 of those Leroy Bornhop shirts? Like, they're not going to
The
make any
answer is
money
no.
off this.
Well, maybe softball fans who idolize Leroy Bornhop.
So speaking of Bornhop, we pre-recorded for Thursday. We have our Patreon bonus episode that for a $10 and up, you can watch a bonus episode. We've tracked down Bornhop. You can watch his bowling video while he comments on it. And his internet was kind of slow, so he's on about I would say 30-second delay. So when there's a news reporter in the field and they're like, yes, Jim. Oh, no, you go ahead, Jim. Nope, sorry. I was going to say we're out here with, okay. And then they come back and say, well, we're having technical difficulties. We'll figure those out later. We didn't figure it out for an hour. So we're talking to Bornhop. We're constantly interrupting each other. It's one of the most awkward and uncomfortable EP mode bonuses we've ever done. Sign up now at patreon.com/foundfootagefestival. We got Bornhop, the real one.
I thought about editing it, like tightening it up, the pauses, but then I was like, no, actually, this is perfect. Let's have it be this awkward,
Yeah,
So
where he goes and gets his trophy and then comes back and there's a long pause and
Yeah.
All
Well,
right,
I
leave it all in.
want to show some teaser clips from our Bornhop interview because we talked about a lot of things. Yeah, we did play him the original clip. We told him that we loved his name. He gave us some behind the scenes info on the Budweiser Invitational. Then we played other bowling videos for him too. I played League Secretary. Remember the boring League Secretary video?
Yep.
Played that for him. Nick played Celebrity Bowling and
Nude Bowling Party.
Nude Bowling Party for him. And then
Martin Carlton was not in Nude Bowling Party, by the way.
No. But then I woke up the day that we were shooting it, and for some reason, like in my half sleep state, I was like, maybe I'll show him one of Nick's old student films where he makes out with someone. And I made myself laugh. Thinking about me showing Leroy Bornhop that clip. So I was like, I'm going to do it. And it took all my courage just to bring it up. And Nick, you were confused.
I was like, I know where you're going with this, but why? And it was watching a slow moving train car crash.
I'll play a little clip from that. So and then we also told him about the Bornhop beer in Chicago. So here's just
He was
little.
thrilled about it.
Randall, by the way, is a very nice guy, but he did kept not pronouncing my name. He named Barnhop or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's pretty tall. Yes, I'm only 5'8".
So his shirt has a bunch of bowling things on it. The one, I thought it was a slice of pizza at first, but it's actually, I think it's the top view of bowling pins. Yeah. But let me just zoom in here. What is the thing to the right? See on his left shoulder? What is the thing on his left shoulder? It looks like 2 cameras, but that's not a bowling thing.
I don't know what that is.
So anyway, the year was 1998, and Nick and we went to college together at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, and we had access to all this camera. Nick made a video. It was like Nick, how would you explain it? It was like a French.
I don't even know.
It was like a French You did like a spoof of a French film.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to be like a French art movie. Yeah, I don't see the relevance of showing Leroy this, but
I couldn't get it out when I was telling Nick. Like I wanted to tell him seriously, and I couldn't get it out without laughing. It
was a long windup to get there.
Well, I asked him what he was doing in 1998 bowling wise, and he said that he had just done bowling on the weekends. And I said, okay, so in 1998, Nick made this short film.
But
oh, God. All right, here it is. There's a brewery in Chicago, and then he watched the scene with Nick making out with.
And he goes, "Is that you?" And it was the long version too.
Also, there was a delay, so it was even more awkward.
Oh yeah,
yep. And then, so this part, he loved this part. This is the Peace Brewery in Chicago. We played him there. Chicago, called Peace Brewery, and one of our viewers was there, and he ordered a beer from there. And up on the wall, he ordered this beer. Look at what it's called. It's called the Leroy Bornhop. It's a double IPA.
Yeah,
so,
you gotta ask for some royalties from that one.
What's up there? I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Yeah.
You want to put it back up? He wanted to take a picture of it on the screen because he thought it was so cool. So good sport. He had funny stories. He was telling us a story about, what was it? There was a guy who he went up against who would run 10 miles. Like they would bowl like 8 games in the morning, take the lunchtime off, and he said that he would go and eat at Taco Bell, but then this other guy would run 10 miles.
He was a Venezuelan soccer player who's also a professional bowler. He'd run 10 miles while Bornhop was having Taco Bell.
Oh, we're pals with Bornhop now, and he showed us his trophies. And
he said we could bowl a few frames with him next time we're in St. Louis, too.
Yeah.
So can you imagine? And he showed us his trophies. So anyway, if you ever thought about, if you love awkwardness and if you like this show, I'm sure you do, sign up this week at the $10 and up level and watch that on Thursday night.
Yeah, it's this Thursday, and I had actual tears in my eyes when even just thinking about you explaining your French film.
Yeah. Yeah, I was perplexed, and I think he's only, based on the delay, he's only now getting my explanation of it. 2 days ago. Hey, next weekend we are on the road at the VHS Fest. This is the biggest VHS festival in the world, I think. It's 3 days of VHS vendors, special guests from VHS classic movies. We're going to be hosting, showing some new finds off all week. So come check us out at VHS Fest. Saturday is sold out, but you can get tickets for Friday and Sunday. And and then we'll be in Pennsylvania and a few other places. We're going to be in Alaska in November. That's a big one.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. Best thrift stores in the country. So let's see. Oh, Rewindo. This is our Netflix service, our streaming service. We're putting up Psycho Ape 2. It's launching there.
Is it coming out? Oh, nice.
Yep, it's coming out.
Great.
It's all finished today. So this week it's going up on Rewindo.
Yes, can't wait to see it.
Well, excuse me. Lots of good stuff on there, and I lost my train of thought.
Okay, great.
Yep.
I think we're going to go out on a special.
Wait! Happy 40th birthday to Cinematic! I see that. On here. Happy birthday, Cinematic! Longtime Melinda, just got to meet him when we were in Leeds. So happy birthday,
in England,
Cinematic.
the big 40th birthday, and we're going to go. Yeah,
I want to talk about the raffle just really quick. Just let me say the raffle.
Leroy Bornhop isn't on. You don't have to make it as awkward as that was. Like,
but we just basked in those silences with Bornhop. We just basked in them.
There was nothing else to do.
So we're having a raffle. It's a rock sweaty workout without weights. Tank top with it's pre-stained. It has the stain on it. Czar is going to sign it, and if you want it. We only have, 6 or 7 entries. You have a good chance of winning. So send
I was just at the office today. 0 new entries.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good news for the viewers because that means that they have a good chance of winning it.
The viewers steadily dropping. So let's get into this. What this is all about.
So address it to Toss Me in the Hopper. Now, this has changed too, by the way, Nick, and I hope you're excited when you hear this.
Yeah.
Toss Me in the Hopper for the sweat-stained tank top replica from Rock's winning workout without weights, probably signed by Czar on the Sweat Stain sweepstakes and send it to the address that you see there below. And at the end of the summer, I'm going to pull one out of the hopper, and you will win it, and hopefully Czar will sign it.
All right, we're going to go out on some Yankee Doodle babies for 4th of July, and until next week, we'll see you down the road to Clowndom.
If we had been prepared, we could have done better.
Everybody's a puppet when they're dead.
I'd like to thank my mom and also my orthodontist, Dr. Zussman, for sponsoring me today. Bye.
Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on a pony. Stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. Father and I went down to camp along with Captain Gordon. There we saw the men and boys as thick as hasty pudding. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy.
When we return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That had done it.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
My
nose isn't for yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing.
Sure, Yodel.
Have a good day.
Tinkerbell!
We'll be right back right after that. Good luck from all of us at Hagen.
And Kurt Polstead, the real great guy.
Thank you very much for being here, and God bless you very much.
Nice, nice.
Goodbye.
Jim's coins in Hilldale.